Good morning, everyone. Good morning to the class. How to speak in English? Today, let's start our topic. English is a very language that you can speak, but by the work of hard work and consistency. Any language, whatever language you want to speak, whatever language you want to learn, you have to pay the consistency on in that language. Every day you have to learn new words, reading every day. You have to speak, try to speak also, listen also. So these type of the basic work you have to do. How to speak in English? I would like to take a session for today. How can you speak in English? First of all, I would like to tell you that a great thing if you want to be a great speaker, so you have to do one thing every day. You have to try to read at least 45 to 100 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour. You should read. You can read whatever your choice, either the newspaper, magazine, or any English book, but try to read every day. Reading is a must do activity if you want to speak in English. Listening is also important. You can listen the English news channel, you can listen or watch the movie also, you can listen or watch anything you want, but you have to listen the English. Another thing is that writing is very important thing. You should also write at least 500 to 1000 words daily if you really want to be a good speaker in English. And finally, speaking. Try to speak in English with your friends, with your families, with the colleagues, but try to speak with those people, those who understand the English. If this you are talking in English and someone is replying in Hindi, or he is not able to reply in English, so try to not speak in English, but speak with those people, those who can understand, whether they are your friends or your colleagues or your cousins, your brothers, sisters, depends upon you. So what are the basic things we should do, we can make to strong our English communication better? So the first thing I would like to tell, while reading, when you are reading, the first step, so you will find out some difficult words. You have to highlight those words, and maybe you should know the meaning of those words, but your pronunciation, maybe you can work on your pronunciation. So highlight those words, work on those words, write down those words, and find out the meaning of those words in the dictionary, and get the pronunciation of those words in the Google also. And the second term is that writing. While writing your words, you can also write, maybe you can get a chance to write an application to any officer. So what you should need to know about the correct spelling of that word. So while writing, you will be able to write down a correct spelling of the word, which will give a great impression to your personality also. Writing is also very necessary. It is also make your mind sharper. So these two activities are very good. Now the turn will come on listening. Listening is also very important. Listening also, but we have to be conscious listening. Conscious listening, and we should be aware while listening English news or English movie or another thing, but try to listen the correct pronunciation of that word and try to speak. Now your basics are clear, and now you can speak in English, and now you know the pronunciation also, you know the word also, you know the meaning also. So these type of the basic work you should do, and you will become one day a great speaker. So these type of things you can do while when your basics are strong. Speaking English, when you will know the speaking English, why it is very necessary. Either you are applying for overseas studies, or you want to join a corporate sector. Those who are students of the BTech or the MBA, they know the value of the English language, because the language is very important. Many MNCs, if you want to do job in MNC, those who pay very good salaries, very high amount of salaries. So for this you have to work on your communication skills. And so these type of the basic things which I told you, that reading, writing, speaking, and listening, these type of the basic work you have to do to make sure your English better. Either you want to apply for the IELTS examination, which is an English language examination for the Australia, Canada, United Kingdom. There are so many countries those who prefer the IELTS examination for those students who wants to study over there in the Canada or in the Australia in the public universities or the private university. We know the difference between the public and the private university. Public universities are like the government universities where the fees is much lower, and if the talk about the private universities, the fee structure is very high, but they consider the low bands in the IELTS, and public university demand the high bands in the IELTS. So you should be work hard, get the good bands in the IELTS examination so that you can get a admission easily in the public universities. So these things, if you will do every day, like reading, writing, listening and speaking, so one day you will be a great speaker. But try to speak. We will tell you that how you can communication, like you are communicating with someone. Take an example, like if you want to ask someone how are you, now the another person in front of you will reply I am fine, or so. This is the way of starting a communication. And now you ask someone what is your name, the another person will reply that my name is XYZ, whatever the name is a person. So this type of conversation starting. And another way of conversation is like what is your age, you can start. Or you are taking an interview is also a part of the communication. In the interview, what happened in the interview, the interviewer asks the person who is in the walk-in or giving the interview that what is your name, what is your hobby, what is your qualification, everything they ask. And they want to know about the answers, the personality of the person, that he is a flexible, he is a team member, he is a like a team player, he can work in the team, he can work in the company. Because everyone know that if you are applying for the job, you have to work in the team also, because everyone knows that most of the big works happens in the team. It needs a team, or team needs a leader also. What they see, the interviewer what they want while taking the interview, the interviewee should be having leadership qualities, so he can work in the team also and can also lead the team. So they are hiring the person for their firm, for the profitability and for the progress of their firm. That's why they hire the persons for their skills and for their requirements. So if I talk about like the examples of the MNCs, what happened in the MNCs interview, they ask about your qualification also. Like if you are going to apply in the big four companies like the KPMG, PwC, these type of companies ask maybe ask a simple graduate in the commerce or the chartered accountant person. So what happened in the interview, they ask about the questions related to the accounting and the finance. But the graduate person, those who are like the graduate, what they ask about them, they ask about the auditing questions and all that. So these type of, but if you talk about the software company like the TCS and the Wipro, what they ask about that they ask about the can you develop the app, do you know about the .NET, do you know about the languages of the computer. These type of questions they ask about that, because the people those who go over there for the software engineer job are the BTech in the computer science, whether they are from the BITS Pilani or they are from the another university. Yeah, either they are from the graphic era, either they are from the symbiosis, whatever college they are from. So but they are graduate in the BTech, in the bachelor in technology, in the computer science. So mostly the jobs are there for the BTech personality in the software industry. MCA students can also apply, but I would like to suggest that all the students those who are applying for the software job, try to either they are students in the BTech or second term or the third term, they should work hard on their speaking skills. These communication skills really gonna help you in the interview of your software company. So you should work hard, make yourself better communication so that you can get a good job or the good placement from your college. I hope you will like the video for today. If you like the channel, please subscribe and please share and like the video. Thank you so much. Thanks for today.